So this one's about how in the tech industry, the product is the user experience, or that's becoming the thing that is the product, the user experience. It's not so much about brand anymore. I think this is kind of an extension of what Naomi Klein uncovered about the product industry in general, about brand being the product. But this is about the user experience becoming the product in tech. Because software is such a vaporous kind of thing now. It's so loosely attached to the real world that we don't have a sense of kind of demanding our products do something very specific, or do something that the maker says it will do, and then we buy it for that reason and find that it does that thing really well, right? We're kind of in a state now where everything is about like how easy it is to use, or how nice the interface is, or how seamless everything is, and how frictionless it is and makes our lives. And I think generative AI and LLMs are really kind of a manifestation of that to the highest degree. So a quick example is Apple. Unfortunately, everybody uses Apple, but unfortunately, that's what I'm going to use. Apple's product progression from the iPhone onwards is really, where the iPhone is anchored in communications on the internet. It does that better than anything before it, in a portable format, and it's why the iPhone is such a impactful product release. But then you go to the iPad, which doesn't have that anchoring, right? And I think that's the first time we see a product that's yes, it was very successful, and it still is, but it's still very much like, here, see what you can do with this, right? There's no Apple not saying this is what it's for. They probably do that a bit more now with the whole kind of, because it started out as being a consumption device, really, for watching YouTube on the couch and everything, But then there's the Apple Watch, which is even less, right? They push the whole health thing, but it doesn't work as a health device, because it also has all this other shit, which is, arguably unhealthy. And if it's going to be a health device, you shouldn't have to buy it with all that other extra baggage. So there's that. And then there's the Vision Pro, which is just not anchored in anything. It's just as far as you can possibly go in here. See what you can do with this. Look at the nice interface. Look at how well the AR tracks and all that kind of stuff. So it's not surprising that is failing or has failed. But then there's the Apple Intelligence, and I think this is a really good example of how they're essentially like throwing their brand away. Apple being a brand product company, and really pushing this whole thing about convenience and seamlessness and removal of friction from your life. It's not rooted or anchored in any specific purpose. It's just, here, see how this can help you in your life. And that's probably the best example of this concept. Can definitely go deeper, but that's the thought. Hopefully there's something in that.